apocalypse.
Hey there, Tinkercad friends. I am feeling like a new fidget spinner design. I'm going to start by renaming it, and just for giggles, I'm going to name it Spidget Finner. I like to start my Spidget Finners with the tube, so I'm going to bring the tube out, and then I change the numbers over here. I'm going to start by making my wall thickness 3 and the sides 60 so that it's more round. I'm going to click on its height, and I want to make it 7 millimeters, so I'm going to press enter. I want to give it a bevel of 2, easiest to type that, and press enter, and I'm going to leave the bevel segments at 1. If I look at it from the front and zoom in, you can see that's a pretty nifty design. I'm going to go back to the home view, but I want to use the nifty fit view to selection so I get a better look. I need the centerpiece of this to be 22.3 millimeters for all of my printers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 22.3 and I'm going to add the wall thickness, which would be 3 plus 3, which is 6. That gives me 28.3, and if I divide that by 2, that gives us the 14.15. That gives us this beautiful shape that we've got here. You can use that technique for any size walls that you want, but that's what I want for my Spidget Finner. I'm going to switch from the basic shapes to the community shapes, and I want to play with the end lobe, which is convex. Just like the other part, I'm going to make it 7 millimeters thick. And then I'm going to choose to add 4 sides. So I'm turning this so that it is centered on the 90-degree line. If I switch to the, I can get a good look at how that is lined up. I'm going to switch to the 0.1 millimeter mark so I can get it really lined up. So I'm just making sure that this is centered. Center where my bearing is going to go, and I'm going to get it to one of the center lines as well, so that way I can do this kind of mathematically so that it lines up even better. And with that in place, I'm going to do Control D. I'm going to switch to the 5 millimeter moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to flip that little critter so that it has its 2 legs the same way as the other. Then I'm going to take a peek from the top, and you see here how it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost 5. I'm going to go back to the 0.1 millimeter, and I'm going to get that to the same distance so that I'm happy. I'm going to make sure those 2 are balanced by using the Align tool and centering them. And then I'm going to duplicate that after I group them. Use the duplicate tool, click on the duplicates, and I want to rotate them this way 90 degrees. So now I've got my cool little clouds, and I just need to pick something to attach them to the center spindle with. And I think I'm going to go back to the basic shapes. I'm going to take that nifty hexagon and lay it down so it's flat. And I'm going to arrange it so that it is actually lined up with the bevel. And then I'm going to shrink and adjust and lift it till I'm totally happy. And with it in place, that'll make it so it looks super epic when it's finished. Switch to that 5 millimeter nudge and move it to the other side. And then I'm going to grab both of those and do Control D. And I want to rotate it 90 degrees. And then I'm going to use the 5 millimeter nudge to get it back where I want it there. And this time I'm going to group those 2. And then I'm going to click these 2 and these 2 by holding Shift. And I'm going to align them. So there's holding Shift, align, zoom on out so I can see better, and I want them like that. And I'm going to group those, If I grab this, it'll group those. And now my nifty spidget finner can be grouped and is ready to be printed. The King of Clubs has spoken. Have fun, make your spidget finner however cool you want, and whatever you do, keep designing.
Unicorn Zombie Apocalypse.